I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we are talking about AEW's Dynamite, April 29th, 2026, Excalibur, Taz, and Tony on commentary at Fairfax, at the Eagle Bank Arena. You know, this was a heavy stack show. 4 championships on the line. Is this a pay-per-view? Oh my gosh. We got Double or Nothing, May 24th. Then next week, they will be in North Charleston, South Carolina for a 3-hour show. Guessing due to Backlash being that Saturday. So, heavy stack show here. Looks like a heavy stack show next week. We started off with the TNT Championship on the line. Kevin Knight defending it against MJF. And oh my gosh, this match was awesome, man. It was almost the match of the night. It was there, man, on the cusp. MJF, you know, and I expected MJF to win this match and win the TNT Championship. Then go get his Triple B back and being a double champ because MJF is my boy. I really love Kevin Knight as well. But there was some shenanigans. MJF tried to bring out his diamond ring, but the the shenanigans happened. Ref's back was turned, and Kevin Knight did a low blow to MJF and rolled up for the 1, 2, 3. I was like, holy shit. Kevin Knight beat MJF. Even if it wasn't clean, it was still a shocker to me. I was like, okay, all right, Kevin, I see you. And of course, there's a beatdown afterwards, MJF, and the whole time Kevin Knight was selling his knee being hurt, and MJF attacked it, and then out of the rafters, Darby Allin, our AEW World Heavyweight Champion, comes down and takes out MJF. You know, then the couple promos, MJF gets a mic, Darby gets a mic, MJF pleading with Darby, I want my rematch. I want my championship back. Just say yes. And Mr. Darby saying, no. I face Brody tonight, and if I think of anybody here that deserves a championship match, it is Kevin Knight. MJF is pissed off, and here comes Brody, and Brody tells Darby, like, hey, Kevin Knight ain't going to be facing you, but facing me, because these two are in the main event tonight for that world championship, and I'm like, let's go. Who? But Darby versus Kevin Knight for the championship? Who? Then we get Renee with Cope and Christian. I fast forward. Brawling Birds versus Squash Gang. Who do you think won? Brawling Birds. Then we get Tekla and Sky Blue cutting a promo on the back there. I love it. Tekla's just like, why do I call these people stupid bitches? I don't want to call them stupid bitches, but they're all being stupid bitches. Love it. Tekla telling us how it is. Sky Blue's there as well. They're cutting promos. The promos have been cut, and I just love Tekla. She's the toxic spider. She's my toxic heart. And Sky Blue always forever. And I'm just like, where's Julia? Next up is the International Championship. Okada against Ace Austin and Don Callis on commentary. Oh my gosh, another banger of a match here, folks. Okada, don't fuck with Okada, man. Ace Austin tried, but he did not succeed because Okada retains. Don Callis finally comes out. Juice gets his boy Ace, and then here comes Takeshita, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's May 24th, the weekend that Mandalorian and the Grogu comes out is going to be a good weekend indeed, because we're finally going to get Takeshita versus Okada, and I'm like, yes, flex it, let's go. Hey. Then we get this amazing cinema. Mwah! They've been showing these Bandito packages, with the old West. But somebody came to town to collect that bounty. And whose house? Swerve's house, man. He beat the shit out of everybody in that saloon. He comes out and then he picks up the Bandito wanted sign, and Prince Nana hands him the torch and he sets it on fire. And I'm just like, oh, Bandito versus Swerve. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Give me that check. Give me that. I'll pay the money right now. Take the money. And you think that was it? No. We're finally digging deeper in this Will Ospreay and Moxley with the Mox cult. Will shows up and they're there. They're ready. And Mox tells him, like, hey, are you cleared? Will says no. He goes, but I ain't going to stop him from going to New Japan. And Mox tells him, like, I will rebuild you, but you need to let all that anger and your everything, all the emotional baggage, you need to leave it at that door. Because when you come in here, this is a whole new level that you will not understand. And my favorite part about this is after he did the big speeches and whatnot, Will's like, all right, let's do this. Where's the ring? And Mox is like, well, there's no ring. We're starting from the basics. And then Claudio just takes his shirt off. I'm like, oh. And Mox turns to the camera guy and says, this ain't for you. Grabs the camera. Turns it off. So we shall see how that story progresses. I'm really enjoying it. Part of me in my back of my brain's like, I want that Death Rider shirt. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? I was the biggest Death Rider hater ever last year. Now I'm just like, oh, yeah. Then we go right into Cage Cope versus Rocky and Trent. I fast forward. FTR was ringside. I don't care. Cage Cope got the win. I just don't care about this. And they're getting another shot. Street Fight, New York. I don't know, at fucking Double or Nothing. I'm like, there's some other tag teams here that deserve that. And I know this time around, I bet you $1, Cage and Cope is going to finally win those tag team titles. And I'm just like, bleh. Next was Renee was with Jericho, and I was like, all right, fast forward. Then he gets attacked by Ricochet, and then the Man, and all together. And I'm like, is this just Jericho's shtick now? He's just gonna call Ricochet bald and get his ass kicked every single time he lost to the Man? Why are we continuing this? I don't know. Whatever. Next up, the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. Divine Dominion. Oh, yeah, I saw that shirt. Automatically, I was like, damn, I don't need no more shirts. That's the thing, is I don't need no more shirts. But there's this one here, and I saw it, and I was like, I might get that one. I love Divine Dominion. Like, I love this tag team so much. And they take on Chris Statlander and Sheeta. There was a moment in this match where I thought Sheeta finally turned on Chris, but no, it was just cause them some destruction in the ring against, I believe, Megan Bayne. Like Chris got thrown into Megan Bayne. But no, this was a hard fighting match. It took a while, though, to get it going. There was a couple of mistakes here in the beginning. But once these ladies pushed on the gas, the second half of this match was amazing. Just great tag team action, and Divine Dominion retained those tag team titles, rightfully so. And I'm waiting for Chris and Sheeta to blow up and see what happens. Then we get Renee backstage with Don, and he's with Andrade. MJF comes up. He's like, hey, man, you guys are making mistakes. Like Darby Allin is champion, and I'm not. That's a problem. And I just love Andrade. How do you know? He's like, well, I just saw it with my own eyes. Oh, how do you know? No, blah, 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 blah. How do you know? And MJF pushes him, and Don's like, hey, hold on. All right? He's my money man. You're the money man. We just got to keep cool. You'll get your championship back. Just focus on that. And MJF, they come to the terms there, but I just like, how do you know? Roosh versus Squash Gang. And he cuts a promo afterwards. I feel like we're building Roosh up to something. He's had a couple squash matches. He's been cutting promos on that mic and just saying, you mess with the bully, get the horns. And I'm like, yes, give me more Roosh. Then we have Renee with the Ops. I'm glad that Samoa Joe's back. Then we have FTR. But then they're pulling in Ciampa with them to go after a trios championship because I guess Dax is going to face Orange Cassidy next week, Double Jeopardy in that 3-hour show or something like that. And if Orange Cassidy wins, they get a shot at the Trio Championship, or vice versa. Conglomeration gets a shot at the tag team title. So, but if they do the trios, they got Ciampa on their side. And I'm like, no! Please, God, take Ciampa away from them. Now, the main event. The World Championship on the line. Our champion, Darby Allin, goes against Brody King. And this is the match of the night. Holy hell, man. There was some chops. There was some... ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang. I'm telling you, these two went to war with each other. I didn't know how this was going to end. How is Darby going to overcome the monster himself known as Brody King? Crazy spots on the outside, especially towards the end where Brody goes through the barricade. The concrete gets exposed. I was like, all right, that's how Darby's winning this. Brody gets powerbombed onto the concrete, coffin drop, then he throws him inside, then does two, boom, boom, and he gets the win. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Darby, 2 bangers in the past 2 weeks. And now you are going to face Kevin Knight next week in North Charleston, South Carolina. Yes, boy. Oh, man. And MJF and Kevin were watching this whole time. MJF in the monitor, Kevin's in the stands, but we end the shot with Darby holding that championship. And I gotta say, this is one hell of a run. We're only a few weeks in, and he's gonna face Kevin Knight next week after having a banging match last week with Ciampa, and now with Brody and Respect and all of it. I'm like, yes, this is why I come to AEW Dynamite or Collision. I just come to AEW for this. This is what I come for. Ooh. Sounds dirty. All right, y'all. That was Dynamite, April 29th, 2026. Excalibur, Taz, and Tony on commentary and Fairfax, Virginia at the Eagle Bank Arena. And I give this show a solid 6 out of 5. It was a damn good show, man. Top to bottom. 4 championship matches. Hell yeah. Match of the night, Darby versus Brody. Moment of the night. Oh, moment of the night. Okay. I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed Tekla and Sky's promo. I really enjoyed Will Ospreay and John Moxley's thing. I'm digging it. The Swerve and Bandito, woo, woo, and then Takeshita and Okada. I'm like, yes, give me it all. Give me it all. All right, y'all. That's it. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma, share the bum down at Walmart. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
I might as well tell you now, though. It's not stopping me from going over to Japan. Me and the boys have got a big title match. I'm not letting them down.